It is so windy and freezing this morning. I'm not going to talk for long because I'm walking through a bit of a burn area, but I didn't talk much yesterday afternoon because the wind just was crazy and I wanted to get the miles in. So I'll speak soon. One thing to be careful of when the temperature takes a turn for the worst is your water source is freezing up. Oh my goodness. Hello, I have got a bit of an apology to make. I've just not been talking much this last 36 hours I think, or filming much, and I'm sorry. It's just been, the last day and a half, I just, you know when you just have a couple of days where you just feel a bit flat and a bit tired, and I just haven't got my camera out as much as I should have done. I've been kind of focused on hiking, keeping warm and just going rather than stopping, and I just feel a bit tired. I think I've just got to that point in the trip where it's about 6 months, I've got still Oregon left to do, it's getting really cold. You wake up on a morning, you're freezing, you're rushing around on a night trying to get in your tent as quickly as possible because you're freezing. I'm not sleeping as good as I used to all the time because some nights are really cold and windy. And it's just been one of those day or twos, I think, since I left Sayad Valley, where I've just kind of gone, oh, my body's just trying to give up again. So I do apologise I've not shown you much scenery, but I will be alright. It's just, it's life, isn't it? You know, I may be out on trail doing this hike, and as much as I'm grateful and I love the experience, there's always going to be days that are just a little bit more sluggish than others. It's just the nature of the game, I think. And I'm missing people at home. I miss Derek, I miss the comforts, I miss sitting there on a morning with a cup of tea in the warm room, and you know, I'm just getting to that point where I'm starting to really get homesick. And I think mentally my mind's just a bit like, okay, I thought I'd be done by now and I'm not. I've still got a way to go. And along the trail I'm constantly getting people saying to me, oh, you're a bit late, aren't you? Or do you think you're gonna make it? What about these? Oh, it's just like constantly drains your energy trying to stay positive. And as much as I explain to people I've already done Washington, I've only got Oregon to go, I know the weather's changing. It is freezing cold out here. I know there's rain due again next week. So My plan was to try and get into Ashland tomorrow night, but because it's been so cold today, I just thought I'd set up a little bit earlier. It's about 5:30 I got here, get warm, get a good night's sleep, get to Oregon tomorrow. So I'm actually only 2.5 miles from Oregon now, so I'm really looking forward to that in the morning. But I could have done it tonight, but I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be full of the joys of spring, so to speak, when I crossed the border, because it's an achievement to have walked the whole of California, and I want to appreciate that. So I want to be a bit more clear-headed in the morning and do that. And also, I didn't want to be getting into Ashland late on a Friday night. I'd rather get there early on a Saturday morning and have a really good zero, because what I'm planning on doing is getting the bus, which is about an hour's journey, I think, out of Ashland to an REI, and get a proper waterproof jacket, because as much as I've got a lightweight waterproof jacket, it doesn't keep me warm and dry properly. And I know it's going to be extra weight, but I don't care. I need proper gear because winter is here and I need to be careful. I do not want to end this trip with hypothermia. So I'm going to get myself prepared as possible for the next coming weeks, and I should be done by the end of October. So I'm hoping to be done in a couple of weeks' time. 3 weeks at the most is what I'm thinking. I know you've got the Oregon Challenge where you can do it in 2 weeks, but my foot the way it is, I'm still struggling with that. I don't want to push it and get myself totally injured. I'm just going to keep plodding on as I have been. Slow and steady wins the race, they say. And get to that Cascade Locks, get to the Bridge of the Gods, and then I can kind of heal myself after that. So that's the plan. But I want to still try and enjoy as much of this experience as possible. I'm not moaning, I'm not whinging, I'm just being real. I said from the start I'll always be honest about this journey, and I've just had an off couple of days, and that's just the way it is. I'm sure I might wake up tomorrow morning feeling completely different, but when you're out here and you're freezing cold all the time, it's just, I think it's bound to get anybody down a little bit. But yeah, I am now gonna get warm. I'm gonna get in my tent. I have to say, I think this is one of my worst tent sites ever. So here's my tent, and it's at an intersection of about 4 different roads, and unfortunately it's also hunting season, so I'm hoping I don't get a load of traffic tonight, because I think the permits opened up on the 21st of September, so about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I'm hoping not a lot of people drive past here, but I am off the road, and fingers crossed it'll be a quiet night. But I just couldn't walk another, what would it be, another 3 miles to the next campsite and just go through the border feeling flat. I just didn't want to do it. It's just not me. So I'm gonna get some hot food, a hot drink, an early night, and wake up tomorrow because it's a new day.